So are you hosting a New Year's brunch or party tonight? If you need some new ideas on what to serve, our friend Chef Julius is here with some easy and fun recipes that will wow your guests. Thanks so much for joining us. Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve to you. Thank you for having me.
Everything smells so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what are we making?
Well, we're going to make a dish that's best described as your good luck charm for the new year. And what that is we're going to be working with black-eyed peas today. But some of the other things that we do that makes it real easy for when you have guests, you want to kind of make things that after you do the initial work, they can lay, they can sit, and you don't have a lot of fuss to do about it. So one of the easiest things, this is a quiche Lorraine. So it's mushrooms, it's bacon, it's like an egg custard, and you have a crust. You take the crust off, you have a frittata. And these are great dishes that you can put out after they're baked, and they can sit room temperature, and they're still great, at every level. Also, they're fun to eat. They're fun to eat. When you're talking brunch, everybody loves French toast. Okay. So what people tend to forget is that you don't always have to have the flat bread if you can't get Texas toast. You want to have really nice fluffy French toast but still have a little crusty on the edges. Use French bread, and that's what we used here. So we cut the French bread because the baguette is nice and crusty, and then it still takes all of the custard. But as I told you before, the fun thing that we're doing is black-eyed peas, and this is what we have right here. What you see is a black-eyed pea and spinach soup, and it starts with using the simple ingredients that I gave you all. You have a recipe, but it's the shallot, it's garlic, and then we start to have a little bit of fun. So if you don't mind, what you can do, I've already sauteed tomato, shallot, garlic, and spinach. Okay. What we have here is orzo pasta that's been cooked. So if you can add the orzo pasta and just add the whole thing.
There we go.
Yep. And you just mix it in as you're sauteing. And this is going to it gives your soup some structure, and it's kind of, it doesn't make it seem like it's so many, vegetables that you don't have a lot of fun with it.
Right. It's a nice texture.
Right. It's really good for texture. And then, but you can cook it ahead of time and set it aside and just add it in since it's fully cooked. And that's what makes this soup go by so fast. Start to finish, it's about 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
The black-eyed peas, what you see right here, and this is pretty much the star of the show. It is good luck. They're already fully cooked. We're in the can, as you can see, that we have right in front of you. So these don't take a lot of cooking. And this particular brand, this is Goode Foods. This is actually my brand. So it tastes better than a lot of the other ones.
Of course it does.
And it doesn't have a lot of salt and stuff like that. So we take the Goode Foods black-eyed peas, and you add this to the saute that you've already been doing. As you bring this together, you need to season it with some salt and pepper. That's a blend right there, so add some of that. Give it a little shake. There you go. Ooh, you like seasoning, okay. And that's a little bit of kick. Actually. That's some Creole dust. So go ahead.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of that. After you get this in, and it's been sauteing, which doesn't take a long time because we have teeth, we should use them. Right. Okay? So you don't want to cook till everything just becomes mush. After this sautés for a little bit, you have vegetable stock, which is what we have right here. You add the vegetable stock into your soup. You let it simmer for 10 minutes or so, and it should be chunky. You should have some of the broth, but this soup has texture. Once this simmers for, like I said, for a little while, it comes up, you pour it into a bowl, and this is your good luck for 2015.
That's great. So I've heard this story before about the black-eyed peas, having them on news. What's the deal behind that?
Okay, well, and this has been passed down for so long, and you'll never get a straight story about it. You just don't. And it started with another dish that's called Hoppin' John, and they went that, and you added the ham hock, and it was something about because it was from the earth and so plentiful, that's what gave you good luck and things like that. I did one better though. For my black-eyed peas and the black beans, anything that you see that I have, if you purchase them from Jewel, you get to take your receipt and go to a Wolves game. For a hockey game, you get $5 off your ticket. So this is a great fun way to start out the new year. And these dishes are really easy. Everybody has a French toast recipe they like. Grab a piece of French bread instead of the regular bread. It won't get all soggy and fall apart.
Nice and crusty.
Yeah, and instead of just traditional powdered sugar, I sprinkle a little lemon flake salt on it to give you some saltiness with the sweetness and the tartness of fruit. That's a fun bite, and they all go great with champagne.
Love that. Chef Julius, thank you so much. I'm going to dig into that in just a bit. All right, coming up, one deserving local man is gearing up to get the VIP treatment at the NHL Winter Classic tomorrow. Our Jake Hamilton will bring us that story when we come back.